I can state without a shadow of a doubt that I would not be sitting here had I not found dogs, had I not found animal rescue. You know, I would have been dead several times over.
Super excited for a lot of events we have upcoming, and
Devlin is flourishing in a foster home.
No, he's not.
yes, he is.
Shut your mouth. Just a big goober who wants to be loved on and would like to, you know, be part of a family. So let's network him, let's get him out there, and let's try to find him a loving home. He deserves it. They all do. Thanks, guys. Much love. A big part of my culture growing up was obviously fighting, drinking, using drugs. So I was born and raised in Hermosa Beach, California. My transportation was my skateboard, and the sand was our babysitter, and that was life. I make a bunch of phone calls, see who was gonna come surf. Oftentimes people were staying at my house. We had a closet that I converted into a little bedroom, and that's where we would experiment with drugs, where we had stashes of alcohol, all the rest of it, you know. I don't think anyone that gets involved in animal rescue intends to get involved in animal rescue. It's just very serendipitous, fortuitous, whatever you want to call it, but it just kind of comes together. I had a high school reunion coming up, I remember, and I was trying to have something to say other than I'm a barely functioning alcoholic. I hit rock bottom really while I was working at the Improv. I was there for a few years and got woefully addicted to drugs and alcohol, just kind of worse. When you didn't think it could get any worse, it got worse. I started to lose my balance and cognitively kind of not know what was going on. I mean, really what happened was I went in and got a blood test, and the nurse came out and she like grabbed my hand and she said, "Honey, you're in liver failure and you need to go to a hospital right now." I went home and just lived with it and lied about it and just drank like nothing had happened. The doctor had come in and he was very matter of fact. You know, he said, "Your son needs a liver transplant and he's not going to get one." They were really just focused on sending me home on hospice care and just being with my dad and my dogs, so that I could die in peace. I had my dog Tug here. Ever since I left to go to the hospital, he wouldn't come in the house. He'd just be staring down the driveway. And so my dad would always guilt me into, when he would leave the hospital, he'd say, "Son, you gotta come home, because I can't get Tug to come in the damn house." I can be pretty hateful of myself. And I think one of the things that I've really been focusing on more as I've become a dad is loving myself, because it's going to be impossible to love my kids the way I need to if I don't love myself. It's impossible to not accept their love for what it is, this just complete, enveloping, pure, brilliant, love. I'm looking to instill in my daughters is a sense of it, that their dad is there for them no matter what, that I'll show up like the mailman, Oh, my dad is, first of all, my dad's my hero. When you recognize that a person is responsible for keeping you alive in so many ways, it's, and I think I just want to learn as much about him as we've gotten older, because he's 75, I have young kids, so I want to make sure I learn as much about him and know as much about him so I can tell his grandkids, Sorry. I am concerned with time because I want to be able to pay it back. I want to be able to pay it forward to him. There's a lot of things I want to do, experience, with him, for him, about him. Yeah, that's why I'm so aware of it. I live to find the potential in the throwaways. That's been my goal all along, is to find and to harness the potential of throwaway people and pets, In March of 2009, Marley's Mutts Dog Rescue was founded as an organization, as a company. We started our Miracle Mutts program in 2012, rescue dogs, rescuing people. So we started to take our own rescue dogs and we put them through a Canine Good Citizen certification process, and we created a therapy team that we would travel around really anywhere that people needed the human-animal bond, and we'd lend our services. School at finals, old folks' homes, recovery centers, hospitals, prisons, jails, anywhere that dogs could help people's lives, we would take our dogs. This whole organization, Marley's Mutts, we've saved 10,000 animals, made a huge impact in our community, done amazing things. It all started in this garage, and he let me run with it. And I'm bringing, one dog home, 2 dogs home, a litter of puppies home with their mom. Before you know it, we got 13 dogs living here, and I'm running a mini animal rescue out of the garage. He was like, let's do it. You can head over to Franklin County Animal Services on Facebook or Instagram, or Marley's Mutts Dog. We created this thing that now is gonna live in perpetuity. We have 21 employees. We have graduated 1,000 students, in prison. We've graduated, I think, 600 dogs from prison, saved countless thousands of animals from our local animal shelters and internationally. And we've done a lot of incredible things. And it was all born out of a dad not wanting his son to die and giving him the tools and the belief to go and pursue his dreams. My job is to rehabilitate rescue dogs. But also, rescue dogs' job is to rehabilitate me. And by bringing my dogs with me, who gave me confidence, who gave me love, who gave me security, I could go practice being alive. So to be able to bring to the world so many of these remarkable rescue stories that I had played a small part in really feels awesome. And to be able to have my kids to get to look back on that in the future, where they get to, Google Zach Scow Courage or Zach Scow Henry or whatever, and get to see their dad, up on the computer screen doing good stuff. It's cool. It's really cool.